Alex Dyer, it's a real pleasure to be joined by you today, and
Hello,
thank you
Matt.
so much for your time.
My pleasure, anytime.
It is something very serious, though, that we're going to sit here and talk about, and an issue which is being stamped out gradually in the game, but more work needs to be done to do that, and that is the issue of racism. And you're wearing the badge there, you can see the Together Against Racism
Correct.
badge. The
Yes.
club is supporting the Together Against Racism initiative from the FL this weekend against Milton Keynes Dons. How important is it that we raise awareness of this issue to our supporters?
It's very important. I mean, we live in a society where everybody should be equal, everyone should be one. And it's important to get the message out there that it doesn't matter what colour, creed you're from, whatever background, ethnic background, you got to be treated in the right way. And that's the most important thing. Respect wherever you come from.
And the club has a zero tolerance policy to this, and we'll come on to that a bit more later. But how important is it that clubs and authorities and organisations take a really tough approach to incidents of racism?
Well, it's important because obviously in the past I've experienced it myself, but you should have always have somewhere to go, and it's a very serious issue, and it should be taken in a serious way. It shouldn't be brushed under the carpet because that's what's happened in the past, and it's important, very important that if it ever happens again, personally or you see it happening to someone else, you tell the right people and you report it.
It's so sad to hear that you've experienced that yourself. Are you happy to draw on your experiences of that with us at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like there's one when I started playing. First of all, way back, obviously a long time ago. Um, Football has come a long way. You know, when I started in the 80s and that, there wasn't many black people playing. Um, so you wouldn't be able to talk to anyone. Do you know what I mean? Whether it was from another teammate or whether it was from opposition player on the pitch, you get called names. Whether it's from the crowd, you get called names, and then you just have to. You was kind of like told to just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? And then you go out again the next weekend, and it might happen again, and then you got told to do the same thing. Um, but times have changed. You can now go somewhere and you can report it. You know what I mean? People will walk off the pitch. Players will walk off if they're not right. You know, you tell the ref if something's happened. You know, so there is a lot you can do. You know, people are more safer in the crowd. You know, you can. You know, back in the day, I used to go to games, and you'd be frightened going to games because you were the minority. But now there's a diverse audience in it, especially like you come to Bromley, go to Palace up the road. It's great. You know what I mean? There's a community that everyone gets on. I'm not saying that it's gone out of the game because it's still in the game, but it's not how it used to be, and that's a good thing.
It's really good to hear that you feel the work being done has made an impact. There are some fantastic organisations, Kick It Out, the EFL, the FA, all very passionate
Correct.
about this. But it must be difficult for players and staff and fans because the growing interconnectedness of the world and social media has played a big part in this, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah, great part. I mean, it's important that there is all these outlets that you can go to, you know, and shout people out. You know, if someone has made a offensive gesture, you can go on social media and you can out these people, which is important. I mean, when I lived up in Scotland for a while and I was like coach at Kilmarnock and then manager for a while, it happened to me. You know what I mean? And I had to go to the police and report it, and they acted straight away. So it's important that you tell the right people. You know, don't stand for it ever. Um, and it's not everybody. It's not everyone you come against is racist, which we know. It's just that there is some silly people and backward people in the world that think this way, and you're not going to change everybody. But it's important that if it does happen to you, you go out and you tell someone and you make a stand and you do the right thing.
And how important is it to have that support from the people around you when you're going through something like that,
Ah,
as a player or a coach?
as a club commander, it was brilliant, and that was important. You know, they backed me all the way. Every single one in that building was brilliant. Majority like I said, of the supporters were always there for me. So I never, it wasn't, I could straight away think it was just someone, you know, minority. It wasn't like 150 people or 1,000 people, do you know what I mean, writing me letters and saying it was just one or two. But that is enough, obviously. You know, one is too many. So, but we can do our best, and like I keep repeating, you have to tell the right authorities, and hopefully they will act and try and eradicate it.